Alright, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do something different that I feel like a lot of people have been making videos about, but I don't know, like from an American's perspective, how this European Super League is gonna be interpreted, I guess. It's pissing me off, to be honest with you. And I think there's gonna be a lot of Americans like myself that feel the same way. So I'm going to be reading off this shit that I wrote just so you guys don't think I'm ignoring you. But just to start, we're just going to go over like what exactly the league is and all the plans and all that shit. And then I'm going to just give you like my 2 cents on the whole situation. So yeah, man. So what is it? So 12 of Europe's leading football clubs have announced they have established a new midweek competition to rival the Champions League. Which clubs are involved? So we got AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barca, Inter, Juve, Liverpool, City, United, Madrid, Tottenham. And those would be the founding clubs, with 3 more clubs anticipated to join. Bayern, Dortmund, and PSG are not taking part, which is kind of surprising, especially PSG, because I feel like they're all about this money, but good for them for not taking part. So why now? I was on skysports.com or whatever, so there's some quotes here. The clubs say, the formation of the Super League comes at a time when the global pandemic has accelerated the instability of the existing European football economic model. For a number of years, the founding clubs have had the objective of improving the quality and intensity of existing European competitions throughout each season, and of creating a format for top clubs and players to compete on a regular basis. So I guess the Champions League doesn't give that to them. The pandemic has shown that a strategic vision and a sustainable commercial approach are required to enhance value and support for the benefit of the entire European football pyramid. That is just horseshit. This would destroy the football pyramid, I think. Like, the reinvestment towards the grassroots system is already so low that this competition would like give lesser clubs no incentive for having aspirations of doing well or achieving promotion or becoming successful. These big clubs are rewarded for doing well in their season, reach the Champions League, win the league, win a trophy, etc., then reinvest their earnings back into the grassroots systems and their respective countries. With no incentive of doing well, what's the point of being successful? Like, I don't understand that. What is the point in having aspirations of moving up in the football ladder? This is just a simple, certain way of making cash for being part of some commercialized, money-hungry league. The reasons these clubs are agreeing to this league is because of money, and that's it. If clubs take part in this competition, they'll be receiving $300 million off rip, and in the future, they'll be receiving 3 times as much as they would from the Champions League. So this is all just money. Like, it has nothing to do with, what did they say? A sustainable commercial approach to enhance value and support for the benefit of the entire European football pyramid. It's fucking bullshit. So what happens to competitiveness? There is none. So this competition would have 20 teams where 5 would be there on sporting achievement. So you get the 15 that are part of the founding members, and they have participation guaranteed. There's no relegations, no reasons to be competitive, no repercussions for losing. So what's the fucking point? 4 of these founding clubs have never won a European Cup or Champions League. AC Milan has a smaller revenue than Crystal Palace and Sheffield United. Arsenal and Tottenham are not even part of the best clubs in London at the moment, let alone part of the best 12 in Europe. 5 of these teams weren't involved in the Champions League knockouts, with 2 of them failing to make it beyond the last 16. These are not the most historical, most successful, biggest earners, or even the current top performing clubs. These are teams whose owners have conspired with one another to make money. There's no other reason for creating this league. These people have no respect for their fans, no respect for their domestic leagues, and will lose support if this embarrassment of a league happens. From my perspective, as an American, clearly I'm an American, this feels like the NFL, the NBA, the MLS, like the franchise type of league. I can tell you from firsthand experience, this is the worst decision a club can make. Franchise leagues are empty, soulless, and spineless. There's no negative side of doing poorly. The worst teams tend to tank to perform poorly, or perform poorly, so they can have a high draft pick and try again next season. Without the threat of relegation, without the threat of losing money and finances, this league will become a boring spectacle of emotionless teams going through the motions until the competition is over. Fans have no interest in watching such a disgrace of sport, and it seems like these clubs don't care so long as they're making money at the end of the day. Looking at the MLS as an example, it's such a bad league, not because of the lack of interest from American fans, because soccer, as we call it, is actually growing exponentially in the States, but it's because of the franchise nature of the league. If you have money to start a team, boom, you're in the league. Oh, you're not good enough to win the league, it's fine, we'll just give you the best player for the next season, and we'll see how well you do then. This is why the MLS will always lack interest from American fans. The U.S. has been trying to implement a grassroots system into the soccer through academies and partnerships with big clubs throughout the States, which is great, but, Our youth system has grown tremendously well over the past 10 years, but our best players still travel overseas to play and develop. This is because Europe is and has been the best place for emerging youth players to have a shot in reaching their potential. The ESL will demolish this notion of being the best place for football. And I'm telling you right now, this is the worst decision for the future of football, not just in Europe, but across the world. I've always dreamed of traveling to Europe to watch the Premier League game or a Champions League game. This is the reason I started this channel to begin with. I just wanted to make enough money where I could get a trip out there. And that's it. After hearing this news of the formation of this league, I have no reason to go watch a plastic, uninspired game overseas. I'm not the only case. There are hundreds of thousands of people, not just Americans, who have been waiting their whole lives to travel to Europe to watch a game or to experience the atmosphere of a competitive domestic league match, who no longer have the need or want to see this shit. As an American, I understand if you don't think my opinion has much value when it comes to this circumstance, but I've seen this type of league with my own eyes, and I promise you it is not what you want. Fuck these owners, fuck the ESL, and fuck anyone who's behind this embarrassment of an idea. You're killing the game as we know it.